Welcome cadets, my name is Lieutenant Palne Calon. I am the Chief Engineer of the TSN Stalker, and today I'll be taking you through the basics of the engineering station. In the centre of the screen, you'll see the silhouette of your ship. You can move this around by left click and holding, and then dragging your mouse around. The blue circles on the ship are the location of the key systems. These systems being primary beams, torpedoes, sensors, manoeuvring, impulse, warp, front shields and rear shields. If a system becomes damaged, their respective node will turn red. The damaged system will lose operating efficiency until it has been repaired. Overall system health is shown as a percentage here. Once a particular system loses all of its nodes, that system will cease to function. The flashing diamonds you can see are your damage control teams. Each team starts with 6 members. Your DAMCON teams are extremely important to keeping your ship running. The DAMCON teams can be left to their own devices on deciding which teams repairs which systems. Alternatively, you can have direct control on their movements. This is selected by the Autonomous button. If the indicator is lit, the teams will decide for themselves where they need to go to. If it is not lit, then you have control. Just click on a team, then click on the node you want them to go to, and they'll make their way there. If they cross any damaged nodes on their route, they will stop to repair that damaged area first before proceeding. When you instruct the engineers manually, the repairs can be potentially much more efficient. And remember to move your teams to the middle of the ship during combat, as they will be less likely to suffer casualties. The energy display indicates the current power reserves for the ship. 1000 is full, 0 is empty, and you're dead in the water. Careful monitoring of the energy level is needed, and don't forget to keep the captain informed of the energy levels at each quarter, 750, 500, 250. If energy levels are low, the weapon station can convert homing torpedoes, if we have them, to energy. If systems are set to run below 100%, energy can be slowly recharged by the main reactor. However, the fuel collection system, or FCS, can dramatically re-energise the batteries swiftly. FCS is activated by the helm and weapons officers. Another common way of regaining energy is by the way of helm docking up to a space station. The most important part of the engineering officer's role is energy distribution. Along the bottom of the console is the power and coolant distribution system and overload indicator. The long slider is the power level setting for the given system. This scale runs from 0 to 300%. When a system is set above 100%, the system will start to gain heat. This small rectangular bar indicates the thermal loading of the system. Once this bar fills, the node for that system will blow. The damaged system will need repairing. Overheat can be counteracted by allocating units of coolant. Coolant can slow down overheat, stop it, or even reduce it. Each system has 8 coolant slots, but the ship only has a total of 8 coolant units available to use. So, as you can see, there is a fine balance between power allocation, coolant distribution, and thermal overheat. The engineering officer must pay attention to the communications of other bridge officers and prioritise power to the system that needs it the most at that time. For example, in direct beam combat, power will probably need to be put into the beams and forward shields. When docked, power to sensors. In a nebula, give warp a nudge. Listen out for what people need and give it to them if you can. Juggling power around can be a challenging task. Luckily, these numbered buttons can really help you out. They are your presets. To set them, set the power allocation and coolant for any system. Once you've done that, press store, then the number that you want your settings to lock to. To recall the setting, just press the relevant number. You have 10 presets you can use, so use them wisely. As for shortcut keybinds, the number keys 1 through 0 also correspond to the presets 1 to 10 accordingly. So 1 is 1, 2 is 2, all the way up to 0, which is 10. The return key or enter key on your keyboard resets all current coolant levels to 0. The spacebar pressed once resets all power levels to 100%. Pressed a second time, this will also reset the coolant levels. W and S will increase and decrease the power levels of the highlighted system respectively. A and D moves the system selector left or right respectively. And E and C will respectively increase or decrease the coolant levels of the selected system. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to ask any of the officers. The TSN will always try their best to help you out. Thanks for watching the video. I've been Lieutenant Calon. I'll see you on the bridge.